Hey guys, Corell Cooper here with OnTheBlack.com. So now that the World Series is over and the offseason has begun, I have some advice here for Omar Minaya and the Mets front office as they look to make moves throughout the offseason. First is focus on pitching. The old saying goes, good pitching always beats good hitting. We saw that here in the playoffs. We saw it as the Yankees won the World Series, that their pitching is really the main reason why they won this World Series. And, it's been said before, and I believe that the number one priority that the Mets should have this offseason is a solid number two behind Johan Santana. As I've said before, I'm a big Lackey fan, and I think the Mets need to really focus on pitching as their number one priority this offseason. Number two, don't rely on unproven players. Last season in the offseason, the Mets passed on guys like Manny Ramirez and Adam Dunn and took a chance on Daniel Murphy out in left field. We saw what a disaster that was at the beginning of the season. Then they really had no place to put him. Then Delgado had got hurt, so they moved Murphy to the first base. I don't want to see the Mets go into this offseason and into 2010 taking a chance on an unproven player. I don't want to hear Angel Pagan or someone like Sullivan as the left fielder for next season. There's plenty of guys that could be had that's on the free agent market, that could be had through trades that could come in and play left field. You've got Crawford, who might be trade bait. You've got Holiday and Bay, of course, and there's others out there. So really, I don't want to be force-fed like we were last year with Daniel Murphy in left field. Let's go out and let's fill positions with proven commodities that are out there in the marketplace. Number three, don't overhype. In recent years, we've heard about how great players like Lastings Milledge was going to be. Even recently about Fernando Martinez, who's still a little unproven. We're not sure how that's going to work out yet. But don't overhype your young talent. Right now, all I'm hearing about is Ike Davis, and that's fine. And, he might be the real deal in a year or two. But let's give these guys time to develop. Let's give these guys, a chance to harness their skills in the minor leagues and then come up to the major leagues when they're ready. Let's not overhype these players. Let's not force them into roles that will put them in a position to fail. Let's let them come up and play and with little pressure on them and get the job done that way. So that's my third advice for Mets management this offseason. Don't overhype your young players. And my last bit of advice for Omar Minaya and Mets management is don't be afraid to pull the trigger and trade one of your core players if you have a deal that's suitable. I know this might be an issue with a lot of you guys out there, but if a deal presents itself where the Mets could trade someone like Carlos Beltran or even a Jose Reyes to fill multiple needs and to make this a better team overall and for the long run, I'm open to doing that. I'm not saying that we should shop those guys around. I'm not saying that, trade them for anyone. But if a deal presents itself where you could trade one of your core players, I think the Mets really have to look at that if the deal really does improve the team in a significant way. So that's it for this post, guys, and that's my advice for Omar Minaya and the Mets management as they head into the offseason and look at available free agents and possible trades. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you soon.